Hello and welcome back to another episode of Random Tech. In today's video I will be taking a look at the HP desktop that I showed in my other video about turning an old computer into a home server, but I thought I'd make a more in-depth video about it. So this is an HP Elite 8000 small form factor desktop. It's pretty nice. I bought it off eBay, like I mentioned in the other video, for around $40 actually. Or shipped, and for that price it's a really good desktop. You can see there it's got a Core 2 Duo and it's running Windows 7. I don't remember the exact model of the processor, but I'll show that later in the video. And we'll take a look at the front here. So we have a DVD multi-drive, as you can see there. 4 USB 2.0 ports, microphone and headphone jacks, along with the power button and the power and hard drive activity indicators. And along the side here we have our Windows COA and HP warranty sticker, and I've just covered both of those up. And along the back it's pretty standard. We got our cutouts for the expansion slots, 6 USB 2.0 ports and Ethernet, a full-size display port, VGA, a serial port, PS2 keyboard and mouse ports, and we have audio in and audio out. I don't know why they're labeled like that with the music note. They might be special ports or something, I'm not sure. And of course the power supply. And there's nothing on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this back around. Actually no, I'll leave it like this. And let's take a look inside. So it's really easy to open. You just lift up this handle and the top pops off like that. And inside the desktop we have this power supply, and I really like how the power supply in these HP small form factor desktops are mounted, because you can just lift them up like that and then access the hard drive, which is like a 500 gigabyte Seagate hard drive. I don't know what speed it runs at. I'm pretty sure it's 7200 RPM, but I could be wrong. And I just have it taped in there because I don't have the hard drive caddy. And also the DVD drive, and that also looks out like that. And there's also room in here for floppy drive or extra hard drive or whatever you want to install, but you will need to add an extra SATA cable. And looking down here we can see our 4 gigabytes of DDR3 Ram, so 2 gigabyte RAM sticks. I don't know the exact speed. And we also have our extra SATA connectors here, so it looks like there's a total of 4. This is actually pretty interesting right here. This is supposed to, this device right here, it's supposed to let you lock the case closed. I haven't figured out how to activate it. It's probably in the BIOS or something. But that's pretty interesting. I've never seen that before in a desktop. And there's also the switch, I guess, that alerts the computer when you open up the lid or the case. And then here we have the processor. So like I said, it's a Core 2 Duo. It's got a pretty big heatsink on it. It's actually, the fan isn't mounted on the heatsink. Let me see if I can take this cover off. Yeah, just pull those wires out of that cable management thing, and that should just lift off. So you see the fan there, and that's the only fan in the case aside from the power supply fan. And the heatsink again. And the thing I like about these HP desktops is that you can take it apart without using a screwdriver. So like, I can pop the front off of it here just by removing these little clips. Can't get to that one because that's up. There we go. Focus that. And then I can remove the fan assembly So yeah, there are little clips up here that I need to press in. Those don't seem to want to... Let me try this part. So you should be able just to push those clips in, but it's not working for some reason. There we go, it's starting to come out. And here's the fan assembly. I don't know why I'm bothering taking this out. There we go. So it's a Foxconn fan. I don't know if that's a good high quality fan brand or what, but so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing back together and power it up, boot up Windows, and we'll see how it performs. Should restart on its own. There we go. So like I said, I'm running Windows 7 Pro. And it takes a while to boot up. It's probably because I'm using a slow hard drive in there. But once it's boot up and it's been running for a little bit, programs and files open up pretty quickly. Actually, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. And that's just OpenVPN opening something. I haven't set that up yet, so it's still looking for a configuration file. So let's go ahead and take a look around. Let's start off with the system properties again. So I might have to zoom in so that you guys can see that. Oh, I really hope the camera's been in focus this whole time. I just now looked at it. See if I can zoom in there. So you can see the Core 2 Duo I mentioned before. And we can take a look at the Windows Experience Index. Zoom out a little bit. It scores pretty highly. I mean, we got 6.6 for processor, 5.9 for memory, and it's bottlenecked by the gaming graphics, but I mentioned all that in my other video. So, I don't know, let's go ahead and open file. Well, I just opened that. Open File Manager so you can see files and everything loads pretty quickly. And I'll go ahead and show some benchmarking scores real quick. So here we have Geekbench, which is a screenshot I took. Go full screen with that. As you can see, it scored a 2051 for single core performance and 3505 for multi-core. So it's pretty good. It's not even as fast as a modern Core i3, well, a laptop Core i3, but it's better than like an Intel Atom. And when using the computer, it's actually pretty snappy. It's never lagged with anything I've been doing on it. So we'll go ahead and open Passmark real quick. So there we go. So the CPU score was again lower than a modern laptop Core i3, but this computer is about 10 years old now, so that's kind of expectable. On the graphics, like I said, 3D graphics are a big bottleneck in this computer. So it only scored a 70, which is really bad. Disk mark, memory mark, 2D graphics was also pretty bad. See, it's in the 9th percentile. But when using it, it's pretty fast. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. And open Google Chrome. So like I said, the first time you open up a program on this computer, it takes a while to load. But then if you open it a second time, there, boots up instantly. Or opens instantly. I don't know why I keep saying boots up. So just normal web browsing works really well. Go to the Chrome Web Store, I guess. You see, that works fine. No issues there. You can do a Google search. See. Block. So no problems there. Scroll down images. Everything works fine. And also, one thing I didn't mention, I have it hooked up to a 1080p monitor, and it's no issues there, no issues driving a 1080p display. Even the Windows animations are all smooth. And even on modern computers, sometimes they lag out when like opening and closing windows, like that. But this one's fine, so maybe just better optimized drivers or something. Because I had another desktop, it was like a Core i5 6500, so really new desktop, and it lagged really horribly when opening and closing Chrome like this. But it's just fine on this computer, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Yeah, open a web page, and my internet's really slow, so that's why it's taking so long to load these. Here we go. In YouTube playback, see YouTube. I don't really know what video I can play. That's just YouTube. Hold on. Let's see here. 1080p sample video. Here we go. HD demo. So it's running at 1080p. And let's just see how this plays. I have no idea what video this is, but it says it's a Samsung demo or something, so there shouldn't be anything bad in it. Let's skip to something with more. Well, there we go. It's kind of creepy. Let's see if I can find a different video. I don't know. But as you can see, 1080p video works fine. And also 1080p video playback from videos on the hard drive works fine also. So here's the same demo video I played beforehand. And I'll skip to a part where you can see it better. Make sure it's focused. See, there we go. So this should show it better. So everything's smooth, no issues here. And yep, like I said, that's a 1080p video. As far as gaming goes, I don't know. I'm not a big gamer, and I wouldn't play any games on this computer because I already have a different computer for that sort of thing. But I mean, I did put MAME on here just for fun, and that works fine. But you would expect that. I mean, these are arcade games that from like the 80s or whatever. Every single computer made in the last I don't know 20 years should be able to run one of these. So I can open up I don't know, Defender. There we go. The game's gonna load. And I have the sound turned off, so that's why you can't hear anything. So yeah, like I said, no issues here. But obviously it wouldn't have an issue running a MAME arcade game. So I might put Minecraft on here so that you can see that performance. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. And let's open Minecraft. If I remember correctly, the performance was really bad, but I guess I'll open it just again to show it to you guys. So let me adjust the settings first. Let me zoom in. There we go. So in this small window here with a really low resolution, so right now it's running at 854 by 480, so a very low resolution, and the performance is around 30 frames per second. And I have the settings turned down pretty low. I can turn render distance down to 3 chunks. And fast graphics and minimum smooth lighting. I might as well turn that off. Oh wow, that made a huge difference. We're getting, I don't know if you can see that, around 100 FPS. Just dropped down to 72. So I mean that's playable, but the render distance is so small, it's kind of hard to see everything. So now let's try to play it at 1080p. I'll zoom out. Make sure everything's in focus. There we go. And we're sitting at about 33 frames per second. Well, around 30 frames per second. Do I have VSync turned on? Yeah. Oh no, it's off. What if I turn that on? That actually makes everything look a little bit... No, that doesn't help at all. Never mind. So yeah, as you can see, it's not really playable, to be honest. Sometimes placing blocks lags on older computers, so we'll see if that's the case. Well, that doesn't seem to be an issue. One thing that I'm going to try to see if we can get better performance is adjust the screen resolution. We're going to turn this down to 1366 by 768, which is about half of 1080p. There we go. Keep changes. Go full screen again. Well, that didn't work at all. For some reason it's still at 1080p. I don't know if you guys can... Yeah, do you see that? That's weird. Maybe... That's strange. I don't know why it didn't adjust the resolution of Minecraft. But I wouldn't consider this playable at all. So, yeah. Okay, so... Unfortunately, my phone ran out of storage right in the middle of my Minecraft. When I was playing Minecraft, I guess. But you didn't miss out on much. Like I said, it doesn't run very well, so this is a horrible computer if you plan on doing any modern gaming. And I'm sure there are a lot more games I could have tested. Like, I was thinking about running Portal, but I don't really feel like installing Steam and then downloading the game, which is like 4 GB. That'd take too long. So I just ran Minecraft. But it should give you a general idea. This computer should be able to run Portal, because that's a... I think that game came out like 2007 or something, so right around the time this computer was made. But, yeah. So, if you want to... I mean, as long as you're not gaming, it's still a pretty fast machine. Like I showed before. YouTube playback is fine. Web browsing, just productivity software like Word, should have no problems there. It can play back 1080p videos, and as my other video showed, it makes a good media server. So yeah, that kind of concludes this sort of tour of this computer. It's showing what it can do and how it works and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping to improve the production quality of my videos in the future. I mean, it's not ideal to record them with my phone like this. I mean, I wish I could get like an HDMI capture device or something, I'm not sure. And I always have issues getting my phone to focus on the monitor. So I'm going to have to record the entire shot where I showed the BIOS and everything because it was out of focus. So, yeah, I'll just see how that goes. But I don't get many views on my videos anyway, so I don't know if there's much of a reason to. But anyway, thanks for watching.